Hi everybody, Steve Peterson sitting in a 2015 Tahoe here at Phillips Chevrolet in Frankfort, Illinois, the #1 selling Chevy dealer in the state of Illinois. I'm just here to talk about the new MyLink radio software that was introduced in 2014. It's carried through into 2015 and kind of introduced itself into quite a few of our new models, as well as some of our new 2016 models coming. So I'm just going to kind of briefly discuss some of the new features and what all this radio does, some of its connectability options, and just kind of really show it off. So up front here, we do have the color MyLink radio. This is an 8-inch display. It is also in working conjunction with your driver information center here that you see in front of the steering wheel. These two screens kind of work together so that you're virtually hands-free as far as using radio functions and calling your contacts, and as well as vehicle information. I'm going to start over in the center and just show what radio features we have, and just kind of explain some of the buttons. Up front, we do have touch buttons for everything on the display. This is what we call the home screen, kind of like a desktop on a computer. So you've got these shortcut icons that take you to various functions or radio features. Audio up in the far top left is going to be where you're going to find your AM and your FM and your XM radio sources. The phone tab is obviously where you would go to go through all of your telephone features and functions. Navigation, this is a Tahoe with navigation, so if I was to click on that, it will bring up my GPS and my navigation menu. Settings is where all of your vehicle information settings can be changed. Door lock delays and display settings and backup camera settings and options are all under that one tab. You'll see Pandora integrated into the radio. That's a music streaming application you would download for your smartphone. That is just kind of integrated into our software. It works in conjunction with your phone and your data plan there. Weather is an app that is integrated into the radio that works in conjunction with your XM radio service or satellite signal to bring you weather forecasts right to your screen in your vehicle. The video tab is something that you will only see in Tahoes and Suburbans specifically. That is to operate the rear DVD and entertainment package, which this Tahoe does have specifically. That is a Blu-ray player, I want to mention. That's an upgrade from previous flip-down DVDs. We can now play those Blu-ray DVDs in here. Text, that is something that works in conjunction with the phone menu. The vehicle will actually read text messages to you while you drive, or you have the option to send auto reply messages back to someone and let them know, hey, I'm driving right now, can I call you, or can I get back to you later, and that kind of a thing. And then if I press over here on the far right, you see this little arrow that brings up the OnStar button. This OnStar button is actually the same as the hands-free call button that's up here on your rearview mirror. So either button will do the same function. If I press on that little arrow again, it brings us back to our home screen. I'm going to press on the audio tab to start and just show that on the audio menu, there's your basic audio menu. It shows that we're on the XM radio source and that we're on channel 8, which is 80s on 8. Some Bruce Springsteen happens to be playing right now. And then across the bottom you have your preset stations, or favorites as GM now calls them. What's interesting about these favorites is you can save more than just radio stations now. You can save addresses or destinations. You can save phone numbers as favorites. So if you wanted to set your wife or your husband's phone number in there as a favorite, it would be as simple as pressing that favorite and it would instantly call your wife or your husband from there instead of searching through a contacts list. The same goes as that destination. You can save a home address or an address that you go to regularly, and that would instantly bring up your navigation and go to that destination you have set. You can store up to 60 favorites across the menus here. Right now I've only got 2 pages. That's what those 2 little dots there signify. As I add more favorites to the pages, you're going to see that I would get more pages to scroll through. So I've got up to 10 right now, and then again, as I store more, it will save more. I'm just going to show you here. Let's save 90s on 9 as a favorite number 3. So I've got 90s on 9 selected. I press and hold on number 3. The radio beeps at me, and 90s on 9 is now stored. What's also neat about this radio is swipe functions have been introduced, so gestures that people are used to seeing on their tablets and on their smartphones, you can now do on this radio. So whenever you're in a menu, you can scroll through menus by touching and dragging your fingers. You can also do things like this. You can bring up the entire menu of favorites and see everything that you have stored. You can make that disappear very easily by touching and dragging down. And then again, you see me swipe to get those favorites that pop up across the bottom there. To change radio sources, you can do this by a couple different ways. Pressing the radio button here will flip us through our AM and our FM and our XM radio sources. All plugged in media, meaning devices that are plugged in through USB ports and auxiliary ports and things like that, or Bluetooth, will all be stored actually under the media button. And if I was to press that right now, I do have my phone paired, so it pops up to the Bluetooth source and shows that I have my phone paired, and I can play music from my phone even. If I hit media again, it says no other media available because I don't have anything plugged in. I don't have any flash drives or SD cards plugged in, no auxiliary anything there. So I'm just going to dismiss this and hit radio. I'm going to hit home, and I'm going to jump over to the phone tab. Basic menu for the phone right now, I have my phone paired as the one device. You can actually pair up to 10 phones to this new radio. All of those phones can be changed and interacted through this list or selected as the primary. Right now my phone's the only one paired, so it's the one that's the primary. I can go to my contacts list and scroll through all of my contacts just with the touch of a button. I can go back to that phone menu. I can see my recent phone calls. I can go to the keypad and actually dial from here. Call my voicemail. All of these features are designed to be hands-free and not to be picking up your phone while you're driving. Speaking of hands-free, I kind of want to bring into this menu over here. I mentioned before that they work in conjunction with each other. You'll see right now it's just a digital speedometer, but I can use this 5-button directional pad to bring up a sub-menu and actually select through some different menus there. So you see info and audio and phone and navigation. Those are all the same kind of features that you have over here on your radio, but at the touch of a button right at your fingertips. So I'm going to go down to audio real quick. There's our 90s on 9 channel that we left off on the radio before. What's neat about over here is I want you to go back to the TV here and see that I'm still on the phone screen. You can see that I'm doing things kind of at the same time or simultaneously without losing one or the other. I can change radio stations over here with the press of the button. I can even bring up my favorites and select different favorite stations that are stored in the radio, which is pretty neat. If I go down and bring that sub-menu back up, I'm going to go down to phone real quick and note that I can go to my recent calls. I can scroll through my contacts list and all of that with just the touch of a button from right here on the steering wheel. Really making everything hands-free. The navigation tab is actually pretty neat. If I was to press navigation on our map over here and actually have a route or a destination set on the navigation, you would actually have those turn-by-turn directions popping up over here in this menu. So they kind of work together again so that you're not messing with the center console radio. Everything's right in front of you. While we're on the navigation screen, there's quite a few options and things that you can change and adjust to your liking and your preferences. Right now it's on a 3D display, and we don't have a destination set, but that's very easy to do. You can see right down here in the bottom, pressing destination and starting to type in your address will get you where you need to go. POIs is interesting. You can actually search through points of interest, so find gas stations and restaurants that are all stored in a database, allowing you to not necessarily have to know the place that you're looking for, if you're out on vacation, you can find a good place to eat or a hotel or gas station very easily from the navigation here in the vehicle. Chevy's 2015 or new MyLink system is very user-friendly. It's extremely easy to learn and navigate through menus. All of the buttons pretty much do exactly what they say, and they've laid it out very well. They have made the software run a lot smoother, as well as the touch features be a little more sensitive than they were in previous years. Another thing I do want to touch on that was improved greatly would be the voice recognition software in the vehicle. You no longer have to know specific commands or speak specific sentences to get the radio or the phone functions to do things that you want it to do. It now understands keywords that you say to it, and for instance, call my wife at home. It's going to understand that you said call wife and home, and it's going to call your wife on your home phone number. I want to navigate to so-and-so's house. It's going to pull so-and-so's house right out of your address book if it's stored there, and it's going to instantly navigate there. You don't need to know a specific list of commands to get those to do that. If I press the home button one more time, I wanted to bring up that weather tab so you can kind of see what that looks like. It just pops up and shows, you know, your options across the bottom, your current location, as well as weather forecast. You can see today it's 78 degrees and thunderstormy. You can get a 36-hour as well as a 5-day forecast right from here. Again, this is tied to the XM radio signal, so as long as you have active XM radio in the vehicle, which is satellite signal, you will have this feature. All Chevrolets come with a 3-month subscription to XM radio. That is a free trial to check out, as well as a 6-month free trial of OnStar service. Everything, again, pretty self-explanatory, very easy to learn. I just wanted to show off some of those features, and hope you guys are interested in maybe coming by and checking out a new 2015 Chevrolet at Phillips. Again, Steve Peterson, thanks for watching Phillips Chevrolet in Frankfort, Illinois. Thanks.